Hello everyone, welcome back to the last recording of Where Swans Walk for 2025. Full house tonight, Hugh, James and Rich. This week we're going to be talking about how Disney FC got battered on death row, Christmas gifts for a player, manager or club staff, whatever the boys choose, and our player of 2025. Right then lads, how did you find Disney FC?
One of the worst teams I've ever seen down at Liberty, I think. And the worst set of fans as well.
Considering the amount of money they've chucked at that squad, they were somehow just as bad as Norwich when they came down here. They had absolutely no intent of playing football. They were just lumping into the channels or lump it towards Kiefer Moy. It was horrific.
Oh, they weren't as bad as Norwich. Come on, James.
They were horrendous. Come on, they were like a pub team. They literally, you've got some of the best technicians in like there, Lewis O'Brien and Matty James there, and all they wanted to do was play hoofball. They were absolutely atrocious. There's no direction that.
Yeah, I agree. I think they were the worst team down there. They were up there with Norwich and even Sheffield United first game. The amount of fans they brought with them as well, I thought they didn't make a noise. They barely made a noise when they scored, let alone the rest of the game. The only thing was the quality of the goals all round was pretty poor, but the result was the right result. We deserved the win. I just wish we'd put a bit more of a coherent performance together, but I'll take it.
Perhaps the occasion got to them a little bit as well. You know, at the same time, I think both sides as well. It wasn't a particularly great game at the best of times. A few mistakes, and you know that's what happens. You just got to edge those games and come on the right hand side. It could have been another way, another day. So,
yeah, I agree. It was an entertaining game to watch. You know, I found it very end to end. It wasn't a lull bit where there wasn't anyone doing nothing. It was constant pressing from the Swans. Wrexham did not look like they were going to do anything, but the only bit that they could look dangerous was when Burgess put the ball in the back of his own net. That's the only bit of danger I felt, and well, it's the only time I've seen Swans score 3 goals this season, I think, from what I remember. But no, I was strong performance, I think. Absolutely dominated them.
Man of the match has to go to the goalkeeper's gloves for Wrexham, though, surely. So I don't know how he done that. He could do that 1,000,000 times and he still wouldn't be able to do that. Take out half the defence, then come back, wipe out the 2 guys on the line, and then just present it so Adam Eder could actually score. You know, even he could miss that one.
No.
Yeah, you got to question one. There's so many questionable things he does there. Like, why is he coming out so far out to punch the ball? Like, it's, you know, he's got defensive cover in front of him. I don't understand what he's thinking at all there. But no, you know, he must have maybe the pressure got to him. Maybe the crowd being on top of them all the game, perhaps messed with their heads a little bit.
Potentially.
Quite possibly. They just didn't look up for it, did they? Didn't like they wanted it. Well, Kiefer Moore was anonymous. My dad didn't even realise he was playing until I told him at the end of the game. I think he got out jumped by Galbraith about 4 or 5 times, and he's about a foot shorter than him.
Yeah,
he was on
Speaking of the set piece, really, you know, I thought they were really good in the set piece.
I thought it was quite bizarre all around, though, the team selection they went with. No O'Brien from the start, no Broadhead from the start. If someone else missing, I'm thinking of it years ago. But again, it seemed that some of their better players they left out from the start, which I thought was really, really bizarre.
I thought when I saw the team sheet from I'm thinking Parkinson's thinking he's going to win this outright. You know, he's got the win in his head already. So he's looking for the next game, but that's just not how it goes. I think he got massively wrong, and well, worked in our favour.
Yeah, right result.
Very much right result. Right, well, we can't really moan anymore. We can't really, you know, drag that out for like 10 minutes anymore because we're actually winning games. Was it 4 wins now in 3 or something like that? You know, how are we feeling that going into the new year? Like Coventry Boxing Day, how are we feeling about that now?
You're going to be a bit more confident, you know, getting a few results. I think we can go, particularly as they've stuttered a little bit recently, that we can go maybe and get a point up there. No reason why not. You know, if we play to our best, it's going to be one of those matches where you almost kind of think, you know, it's a shot to nothing, really. We go up there thinking, well, you know, if we get a point, that's fantastic. If we lose, as long as you put a good performance in, I think you do yourself justice.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think with how aggressive we're approaching games now, like, the pressing and the intent to impose ourselves on the opposition looks a lot better. I think if you go up there with the sole purpose of disrupting and building up, I watched them against Southampton on the weekend. I know they went up to 10 men, but if you disrupt specifically Matt Grimes, which we know all about him, I think there's a good chance we could go up there and get something from it. Stick one of our midfielders like Stamenic on and disrupt their build-up as much as possible. And who knows, we tend to fare well against Coventry, so why can't we go up there and get something from them?
Yeah, agreed. I think it's going to be a difficult game, but I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility we can get at least a draw.
Yeah, no, I agree. I could even see us nicking a win, to be honest. It's just the way we're playing at the minute, I could see us nicking a win.
That's very bullish, Reece. That is very bullish.
Well, someone's got to be a bit bullish. Someone, we've won 4 in a row. We're winning the whole league now. That's my eyes. With that being said, Christmas is on Thursday. Who would you like to give a Christmas gift to now? As an example, Specsavers voucher for any of the refs. Wrexham fans would probably say that for the ref on Friday night, even though I think he was absolutely amazing. So what do you think, boys? Who needs a Christmas gift the most?
I'm going to give one to Arthur Okonkwo, as he gave us one, so I thought I'll give him one back. And it's a new pair of gloves. That's what he's having.
Fair enough.
I think Matos could have some nice batch of money for a couple of new wingers in January. That'd be nice.
Yeah. For me, a big dose of confidence for Josh Key, because I think we need to get him back in the side and get him playing again. It's been tough watching him struggle the last couple of games, and it'd be nice to see him come good now in the new year again, because we know there's a player in there. Perhaps he was one of our more consistent performers at times last season. Perhaps just to see him have that confidence that he used to have back.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Cameron Burgess, and with a couple of lessons on how to score a goal on the other end of the pitch. And not in his own net.
You've got to say it's cracking finish, just wrong end of the pitch.
Oh,
no
one's saving it. It was unbelievable.
Not saving that at all. Top bins.
Unbelievable finish. Absolutely amazing. What's next on our thing? I've completely lost. Player of 2025. Who's been the player of 2025? Now, not just this half of the season, but the second half of last season, the whole of 2025. So it could be Matt Grimes, anyone.
Who's that again? Sorry.
Who?
I don't know. I just plucked a random name up my head, to be honest.
Never heard of it.
No, neither have I.
No, you got to respect Grimes, but at the end of the day, this year has been season of 2 halves. I personally would say, first half Franco, not so great second half. Yeah. Galbraith has sort of been the better player there. But overall, for me, I think you'd have to maybe go with Lawrence Figaro, maybe perhaps as a bit of an outside shout.
Stolen mine. 100% what I would say. It's exactly logic as well. Franco first half, Galbraith second half, Vippy second half. But overall, it's got to be Figaro. I think he's been the most consistent performer. Honourable shout out for Timon as well, I reckon.
Yeah.
Timon's my one. It just seems that he's just always at that level. You never get less than a 7 out of 10 out of Josh Timon. He's very good going forward and creates things for us, and he's been sort of ever dependable. I think you could probably count on one hand the amount of mistakes that he's made since the start of the year potentially. But all of those are really good solid shouts as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go with literally both of them, Timon or Figaro for me. You always know, as James said, 7 out of 10s every game. Minimum.
100%.
Well, that's it, boys. We for the final time this season. For the final time. You are?
Players begin with a K.
Yeah.
Players begin with a K. I was just about to get into it. You interrupted me, Hugh. You're too excited. You're absolutely too excited. That's what it is.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas. He's in the Christmas mood now. We're all finishing for work. All our festive cheer. With that, then, K. Who gets in a K for Swansea City? I've got mine. I'm going to say first. Right. Kyle Norton.
Yeah, great shout.
Strong. Couldn't fault him. Loved him playing for us.
Yeah, hundreds of games played as well.
Oh, yes. Club legend.
Great shout. I'm going to go Ki Sung Young.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Oh, yeah.
Again, another great player. Fabulous
on his day.
I go for You want to go for a bit of a throwback one to our early Prem days in the Championship with Kemi Augustine.
Oh, legend.
Oh, right, yeah. Kemi, good player. And gone but not forgotten, the great Kevin Austin.
Yeah, another good
shout. Good shout.
Fantastic player. He was one of my faves. Always dependable.
Yeah.
I loved some of his tackles. He just took out people for fun. You wouldn't get past him. You'd either win the ball or the guy wouldn't go past. He'd just do a job when he was just there, and the fans' favourite, thoroughly well missed from everyone.
100% great shout, Rich. And another honourable mention for Christoph Nordfeldt as well.
Yeah.
Great keeper.
Unbelievable. Right then, boys. For the final time this year, we wish you all a Merry Christmas from our end. And thank you for joining us. And we'll see you in the new year. Thank you, boys.
Happy Christmas.
Boys, Merry Christmas.
Well,